than before. Through those open doors, where I am now. Where I am now, I'm in a special place. I'll tell you all the place where I am now. It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, where I am now. I am now. And if you'd like to see us live in WGPL 1350 Studio, WMVA 88.9 FM Studio, all you have to do is go to Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton's Facebook page, and guess what? You can see us live right here in the studio. And if you want to hear us all over the globe, all you have to do is go to WPCE 1400 AM.com or WGPL 1350 AM.com. Click and listen live. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. It's a beautiful cold day in the neighborhood.
Would you, could you, will you like to be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbors. Let's welcome WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
Peace, 95.3 FM, WPCE 1400 AM, WMVA 88.9. Happy holidays to you.
Facebook Live is on and popping. Let's also welcome Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll shout you out later on in the show.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Like, share, comment, subscribe. Go to the newest channel. That's FYI Radio Show host Yolanda Hinton. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we promise we'll shout you out.
You promise?
Promise. Mr. E, it's been a minute.
That's right. It's been a minute. We've been out there on the battlefield. Well, we've been out there on holiday break, and we want to say happy Thanksgiving, belated Thanksgiving to those who we didn't say happy Thanksgiving to. So we want to say happy Thanksgiving to you all, and Merry, Merry, and Merry Christmas. That's coming right around the corner. You know, Miss Hinton, this is December the 2nd. So we have about 28 days left, 27 days left in this, 28 days left in this year.
I tell you what, 31 days in December.
That's right.
So we got a few days left. I hope you all are up and popping, getting things right for this Yuletide gay and getting yourself ready for that spirit of giving.
That's right. Miss Hinton, just before we go, this weekend was shopping sprees, Monday, Mad Monday. And
it was Black Friday.
It was Black Friday. Did you, Miss Hinton? Did you or did you not? Did you Black Friday the sale?
You know I did. You know I was out there. I was amongst... I was in those Williamsburg streets, honey.
Oh, wow.
At the outlets and just having a ball.
Did you come back with a loaded car?
I did. You know what? It was so funny. This morning I was looking for stuff and I had to go through all those bags and boxes and stuff. But anyway, it was so much fun. The holiday was just popping, Mr. E. And just had a good time. Out there able to find great bargains and, the weather was perfect. It was absolutely nice out there.
Now, here's the question that everybody's want to know. Did you go Christmas shopping for the family, or was you just only out there for yourself?
Mm-mm. It was about her. It was about her. Yeah, it was for me, y'all. This trip was for me. Look, I'm gonna do all that other stuff a little bit, this week and beyond. But yeah, it was all about the lady. I had a ball. I was going from store to store to store to store.
How was the crowd out there?
It was so crowded. I had to actually park way, 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 way in the back. But that was okay because, right there in the back, there are plenty of stores and things like that. So I knew I was going to be out there walking and having a great time and family, everything. We just going to have a good time out there just doing what we do. So I know it sounds selfish, but I had to do it. I had to go out there and look after a girl.
I want to give a shout out to my daughter, Printer Everette, Printer Williams. Thank you, Deshaun and Raven. What a great time we had.
Y'all had a great trip.
Great trip, great trip, great trip.
Oh, wow. I tell you what, it was bittersweet. We had a wonderful Thanksgiving and everything, but we lost a friend.
Oh, yeah.
Our prayers out for Tony Newsom's family. Tony Newsom passed away after a long, long illness, Mr. E. And I know he was a good friend of yours, a co-worker.
That's right.
And a friend, and a pastor of Bible Way Apostolic Church. And he was loved. He was such a sweet, sweet guy. I've been knowing him for years, just like you, Mr. E. And he's going to be missed. But I tell you what, he had such a wonderful, positive outlook on life, and so nice of a person. We hold him in his heart. We'll miss him, but we've had so many great things to cherish about him.
That's right. Miss Hinton. Tony was my friend, my boy, my guy. You name it. He was all that and a bag of chips. I know for a fact, if you ever had a friend like Tony Newsom, he was a genuine, a real friend. We used to, and I don't want to go back into it, and start telling history, because him and I used to work down in Mayflower. I was a supervisor at Mayflower.
Yes.
And when we got down to New Bell, Mayflower, we used to wrestle. We used to have that WWE wrestling match. And so him and I was in a cage match, so we got into some boxes. It was dark in there, just only him and I in that box. And you either break the box down coming out, or you just get beat up. And so Tony had some of the biggest muscles you ever want to see.
I'm telling you, all the way to the end, I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He was a healthy looking man throughout his whole life. But our prayers go out to the family, Beverly, the Facing family, the Church Bible Way. God bless you. Our prayers are with you. And I know he's missed his grandson. He loves him so much. And, his daughter and the new grandbaby. I know they were loved. They felt it. And we're going to miss him.
And one thing you can say, he documented it. He gave you all the information about what was going on his Facebook page. He told you about his journey, and he let you know what was going on. He's gonna be really missed.
Absolutely. So the weekend, Mr. E, we've gotten through Thanksgiving. All right, you guys, it's time for the Christmas.
We want to go.
Mr. E, now this is where it gets really, really exciting and everything, and people are out there shopping already. That crowd out there, Mr. E, it was just ferocious. And so we're expecting the same thing for the Christmas holidays and things like that. So we're just ready. Are you ready? Have you put up? Look, I was putting up decorations. I just was inspired to go ahead and get it done. I haven't done the trees yet. They'll be getting up there. I'll be putting them up eventually. But everything else and most of the things are up.
In my community, a lot of our neighbors are putting up lights and Christmas decorations, and so since I'm heartbroken because I had a big old tree in the front of my yard, and normally I would put my train set out there and let the train go around the tree. But since the tree is no longer there,
Let it go around the stump then, Miss E.
the stump been grinded up.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm not putting up. I done had my fair share of putting up lights around the house.
Uh-uh.
Oh yeah, I know. The sticker bar bush that I got in front of it.
Mhm.
My son supposed been holding my ladder, but I fell into the sticker bar bush.
You've been spooked.
Yeah, I've been spooked, but ain't nobody there. There's nobody home but her and I. So we'll burn a candle.
All right then. Look, Mrs. Everett, First Lady Everett, I know you want that stuff up. Now, Mr. E, you want to put that up. Don't tell me. I know how our wives are. We want those decorations. Decorations up, and we want them up now. But anyway, a fabulous weekend. Thank you all so much for your patience, and thank you for the winners. We have some winners from Monday for Thanksgiving, a time of giving, our anniversary, 9 years, and we're going to continue a time of giving throughout December, honey. And just saying thank you and appreciating those that listen and support us. So, Mr. E, this is FYI Radio Show Mondays Sports Talk. Ooh, what a time!
What a time! What a time! What a time! Just before we go into that, Miss Hinton, let's talk a little bit about the Buffalo Bills' new stadium.
Oh my goodness, the Buffalo Bills! Mr. E, what's going on with the Buffalo Bills' new stadium? They getting ready to put. How do you put $1 billion into something?
Well,
a building.
Consider the significance of the year. On June 5th, 2023, a memorial event took place. A memorial took place. A gold crush.
Okay,
a monumental. It's Monday, event took place. The Gold Crush shovel gripped the individual ring from the National Football League Commissioner Roger Goodall to the Bills' only Terry Pergolaw, to the New York State Governor Kathy and Eric, Executive Marketing, Piece the Dirt. We're going to build a stadium here, right here. And we're going to tear down a stadium over there that's full of memories. So guess what?
They're going to build a stadium.
They're going to build a brand new stadium. They wouldn't have to play in the snow.
Well, Mr. E, $1 billion. But guess what? If it's professional sports, NFL sports, that money is going to be made. They make so much money. It's really not far-fetched.
That's right.
But this is going to be a wonderful stadium. Like Mr. E said, it's going to be covered. They won't have to do what they did on last evening. Buffalo Bills. We're going to talk about the winners and the losers.
That's right.
NFL Week 13 games, Mr. E. Let's start off with your team. Let's talk about them boys and their win.
Well, let's start out with the greatest team in the whole wide world. That's right, them Dallas Cowboys. How about them boys playing against the New York Giants, 27-20?
Well, Mr. E, you got to say what you say with other folks. What do you say? Won't nobody beat? Right?
They won't nobody beat. They went down the drain.
What was the score?
The 27-20.
All right,
and they did it without Dak.
Without Dak was going to be out, it sounds like, for the rest of the season.
Well, Dak going to be out, but Rush came in, and Rush, he passed for 195 yards and 1 touchdown. That's what Rush did, So yes. We are so proud of Rush.
So how do you feel as a Cowboy seeing your team win?
And to the haters, I just want to say this, Miss Hinton. There's a lot of people around the whole world that really, whether we lose, win, just don't.
They just don't like the fans.
We can be at the bottom of the totem pole, and they still don't like them boys. And
they don't like it, the fans. That's what I hear. That's what I hear in these streets.
So guess what, Miss Hinton? We ain't going nowhere. We're in the hunt. So the playoff is right around the corner, and it's any man's game, and Dallas can sneak in there by the skin of their chinny chin chin.
I want to say good morning to my beautiful friend Sheila Robbins. Thank you for joining us on this morning. Mr. E, how did you all get in the hunt?
Well, the thing about it, there's only one team that's, doing the playoff team. We get ready to go into the playoff conference.
Absolutely.
And when you look at the stats, you find the Dallas Cowboys is now 5-7.
Okay.
And the Giants is 2-10. 2-10
Yeah.
all year long. New York didn't do jack all year long. 2-10, and the Cowboys are 5-7. That's nothing to brag upon. But when you got 32 teams out there, out of 32 teams, all of them is haters of the Dallas Cowboys, and half of those players and half of those teams has somebody from the Cowboy team playing with them.
Well, at least you all are not going home.
That's right. We're not going home. We're gonna be in the hunt. We're gonna be in the hunt.
Well, I tell you what, Mr. E, there's a team that I got to talk about. We got to talk about. I know we got a nice lineup of folks, but we got to talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm gonna tell you, Mr. E, there's no lie. If you all look at that game, there was a time when no bumblebees was stinging. They took one of the players and they just stung him. They just surrounded him in that black and yellow and was stinging. I mean, it was absolutely ferocious.
When you look at the Pittsburgh Steelers, they put your boy out there, Wilson, out there, and let him be the quarterback.
Wilson is the bomb.com because they're talking about him moving toward what?
He threw about
Hall of Fame.
That's right. MVP.
MVP.
They took him out there and he stole for 414
That's
yards.
Right.
And 3 touchdowns.
Yes.
Wilson brought the boys back, but that was a touch and go game. The Cincinnati Bengals, they won't go to lay down. They was not going to lay down.
They were fighting.
They was fighting.
Till they got stung.
They was fighting Wilson and the Steelers like crazy. So the score was 44-38. Congratulations
44.
to the Steelers.
Give us that score again.
44-38.
I tell you what, it was a great game. Congratulations to all the Pittsburgh Steelers fans.
Well, here's another one that was a little close game. The Kansas City Chiefs played against the LA Raiders. Now, nobody was expecting the Raiders to. I mean,
what were they expecting?
They was putting the Kansas City Chiefs must put their 5th squad on the line because the score was 19-17, and they're 11-16. But the Raiders, Cedric Bailey, was on 2-10.
Wait a minute, the Raiders or the Raiders? The Raiders.
The Raiders.
Okay, so the Raiders. We didn't expect them to come.
No, I didn't expect them
whatsoever.
to come.
What is their season like?
They're 2-10. They're 2-10. That's all you need to know.
If they would have whipped KC, we would have sit them. They wouldn't even go on the hunt. We would send them home even with that great big 11-2. But they are playing some ball.
Well, the Chargers is an 8-4. Played against the Falcons, which was I didn't expect for the Falcons to lose. The 6-6. So the Chargers beat the Falcons 17-13.
Good game. I saw that game.
That was a great game. And then we turn around and Arizona Cardinals. What a barn burner against the Minnesota Vikings.
That was crazy.
That was a great game. The wide receiver came through for the Minnesota Vikings, and he caught 7 ball and for a total of 99 yards. So Arizona did a wonderful job. Maury did a wonderful job, and the running back had 17 carries for 68 yards. But that wasn't enough.
Wow!
To beat the Minnesota Vikings, and the Minnesota Vikings and the Arizona Cardinals by 1 point, 23-22.
That was a nail biter for sure.
Then the New England Patriots played against the Indianapolis
that was
Colts.
Another close game.
And the Indianapolis Colts are 6-7, and the New England Patriots are 3-10, and almost by 1 point they lost to the Indianapolis Colts. Seattle Seahawks went to play ball also. That was a great game. They are 7-5. They beat Aaron Rodgers and the boys.
Aaron Rodgers, they always talk about Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers can't bring them through. 3 3 games, Aaron.
Aaron
Come on now.
Aaron was looking some kind of tata out there. And they beat him 26 to 21.
At least it was close. It was a close game.
Now here was a blowout. Jude Jonah and my nephew,
Ooh, this was
Tracy. I know y'all head is under the bed. That boy from the Commanders put a whipping on. I mean, Marjorie and the rest of y'all out there. That's a command. I got to tell you, y'all did a wonderful job.
This season.
Y'all beat the brakes off
Magic,
the Tennessee.
What you do to them boys?
Y'all beat the brakes off the Tennessee Titans.
Not doing
42 to 19.
They just whipped them.
Yeah, just told them out the frame. Didn't whip them, that's just on them. Just made them look like they were stepchildren and stepchild. 42 to 19. Jude Jonah, take seats. And then the Houston Texans played against the Jaguars, and that was by 3 points, 23 to 20.
Yes.
And then the Saints, my God.
That game was, I don't know.
I felt some kind of bad for Kamara. You know, he's the running back there. But, you know, for the New England.
The Saints had a better season last year.
That boy from the Rams picked him up just like he was toilet paper. 21 to 14, that was the Rams and the Saints. And then Tampa Bay had enough nerve to beat on a 3-9 team.
Oh my goodness.
Tampa Bay beat the Panthers 26 to 23. Yeah.
Oh boy. What about okay, let's go. We gotta talk about the Bills.
Yeah, let's go to the Bills. Let's go to the Bills
in
first.
The snow. How do you play in the snow?
What a wonderful game. Gaffney, that running back for him, he got hurt and he's out for the rest of the season. So the Bills, I mean, I wish I had my good friend here with me today from out of New Orleans, from out of Oklahoma, who's a 49er fan. I mean, the Bills beat them in the snow.
In the snow
On their turf, 35 to 10. Go Bills, go! And the Bills are a 10-2.
I'm proud of them.
Yeah,
I had
looking
high
good
hopes for them last season, but they're coming through this season.
Well, the 49ers are 5-7, so sit down, 49ers. But here's a game. Here's a game.
You don't go past the 49ers yet. Don't you have some 49er friends?
I got some 49er friends. Sit down.
Have several seats.
That's right. Have a dozen seats and sit right on there. You know, Miss Hinton, when I looked at the Eagles playing last night, I said fly against, the Eagles versus the Ravens.
Well, Mister, you have to say this. Both of these teams I really like. I like the Eagles. I like the Ravens. So either one for me would have worked. But Philadelphia Eagles came through.
They came through 24 to 19. And you know why the Ravens didn't beat the Eagles?
How come?
Because of Justin Tucker.
Oh, tell us about
Justin Tucker is the kicker. He couldn't kick the back of the goalpost. Couldn't he hit, couldn't go through the center. This season he kicked and missed 10 field goals this season.
Why is he kicking then?
I don't know why he's kicking it. He can't put it on the holder. He's been in the league for over 13 years.
13 years?
He's been in the league for over 13 and still cannot kick the back of the ball. I think they would have won the game if he could only put that ball. Do you think he got a job, Miss Hinton?
I tell you what, they're going to be looking at him under the microscope because you just missing all these kicks. And what's the point? Why do you have that name or that brand? Why do you have that? Why are they calling you the kicker?
He should take home.
The kicker.
But someone that turned the lights out on him last night, that Saquon Barkley. That boy, that Saquon, he had 23 carries for 107 yards and 1 touchdown. If he's a magician, if he can't run that ball shot out of, that's the best thing that ever happened to the Eagles. So that offsets them because they got Saquon Barkley that can run, and then that allow Hurt to get out there and run too. So you got an option. Hurt had an option to pass or to throw the ball or to run the ball. And listen, Saquon Barkley ain't nothing but the truth. So that means that the 24 to 19 win over Philadelphia, and if the Ravens had gotten rid of the kicker, they would have been.
They should know better.
Well,
they're good. They're a good team. They should know better.
You know, Miss Hinton, we're getting ready to come around to the playoffs now.
Oh, let's talk about it.
Let's look at some of the playoff standards. Let's look at the playoff.
Yep.
Let's look at the playoff. When we started looking at the playoff, there are some letters that you see in the top. X, and Z. When you look at the bottom of your page, you'll find that X means clinched playoff. Z means clinched division.
All right.
And the E means eliminated.
Don't laugh. I'm sorry. There's some folk going home. But look, we know who on the top with the Kansas City Chiefs. You're not going anywhere.
That's right. Kansas City will be there because they clinched their division. And not only that, they clinched the playoff, berth of the playoff. And the Buffalo Bills clinched, they're going to be there also. Buffalo going to be there.
Amazing.
Now, in the hunt, the Pittsburgh Steelers are in the hunt.
Absolutely.
So, that's in the AFC. That's in the AFC. And when you look at, and then you got the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Houston Oilers, the Los Angeles Chargers, the Houston Texans. They used to be the, and Baltimore Ravens. They are in 6th place trying to get on up there.
Wow.
So now when you look at the NFL, when nobody else put the C's and D's up there, but when you look at the bottom of the AFL, I want to go back. When you look at the very bottom, number 16 on your page, you'll find that the Los Angeles Raiders,
going home.
They going home. They've been
already
eliminated.
Bags packed.
Bags packed, got to go.
The whole probably
on the next train to Georgia. I'm leaving.
It's somebody else. I see a big old E next to somebody else.
Well, Miss Hinton, when you go to the NFL, you'll find that there is another one that's catching the midnight train to Georgia. That's the New York Giants.
What about the New England Patriots?
Well, the New England Patriots, they're not going. They're New England Patriots.
They got that E number 14.
The New England Patriots, they've been eliminated also.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye, bye-bye, and bye-bye.
Okay, the NFC now.
But when you go to the NFC, out of all 16 teams in the NFC, Miss Hinton, I'm going to use this old ghetto fabulous word, ain't number one team that's going home real soon. That? That's the New York Giants. Giants is going home. So all you Giants fans, hey, get the popcorn, go down and get the carpet, the couch ready, get your extension cord, get some batteries for your remote.
They didn't have a chance. 2-10.
They had a chance just like anybody else.
I'm saying they didn't have a chance to stay after that. Look, 2-10 right now.
They beat the Carolina Panthers home.
All right.
And the Carolina Panthers was a 3-9, but they still not going to the dance. So when you look at who might be going to the dance, it's the first 10.
Okay.
When you look at the first top 10 for the American Conference League, and we have a few minutes, you find that Kansas City gonna be there, the Buffalo Bills be there, the Pittsburgh Steelers got a chance, the Houston Texas got a chance, the Los Angeles Chargers got a chance, Baltimore Ravens, Denver Broncos, Indianapolis Colts, Miami Dolphins, Cincinnati Bengals, and the Cleveland Browns.
The Bengals made it, and the Browns?
The Browns didn't make it, so the Cincinnati Bengals, that's the top 10.
The top 10, okay.
That's right. When you look at the NFC, you'll find the top 10 is Detroit Lions, the Philadelphia Eagles, the Seattle Seahawks, the Atlanta Falcons, Minnesota Vikings, Green Bay Packers, Washington Commanders, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and Arizona Cardinals, the Los Angeles Rams. The Los Angeles Rams will be there.
Well, let's see who's playing tonight.
Tonight game, Miss Hinton, will be brought to you by one of the greatest teams out there for Monday Night Football. And for Monday Night Football, you don't want to miss it. And the team that's playing on tonight, Miss Hinton, is the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. That's an easy win. That's an easy win.
We'll see. But anyway, Mr. E, it's been a wonderful, wonderful day. You all enjoy this day. Stay warm. It's kind of cold here in the Hampton Roads area. And look, I tell you what, look, December the 9th, we will be back with our live FYI After Dark. So check out the replay this evening on social media. But be blessed. Have a wonderful day.
For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Sports Talk, brought to you by FYI Radio Show. For more information, give us a call at 757-714-7861, or you can email us at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com. Don't forget to join us tonight at 6 o'clock for FYI repeat of Sports Talk. Just tune in for more information. Have a wonderful, 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 wonderful Cold Monday.
This place started out with a smile on my
Okay. We are here just for a few more minutes, but just reminding you all this evening, check out the replay. If you know somebody that didn't actually see us, they can see us in real time at 6 p.m. And just join us. And don't forget, December the 9th, we will come with a new live show. We want you to be there. Put that on your calendar. Also, upcoming shows. We have a great Wednesday show, What's Under Your Hat. And FYI, on Friday, we're going to start our time of giving. So we'll do some giveaways, and we're going to be talking about some tea. We got to serve that tea. Got stuff going on.
Yeah.
So we'll see you all then. Don't forget the new single, Make It All Right. Don't forget to visit our sponsors, Bulvic Academy and Beard Gods, BEARDGODZ, Bulvic Academy, BULVIC.com. I tell you what, you can be a special guest, intern, or sponsor with FYI. Mr. E got the contact information.
Well, if you'd like to be a special guest or sponsor of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, all you have to do is give us a call at 757-714-7861. Want to say good morning again to Miss Sheila Roberts. Thank you so much. And to Mr. Kenneth Thomas. Thank you so much for tuning in to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. And for more information, give us a call, 757-714-7861, or inbox us at FYI Radio Show. Email us at FYIRadioShowLive@gmail.com, or don't forget to inbox Edward Everett Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page, or FYI Facebook page, and let us know if there's anything in 2025 that you think that we should be able to talk about. Give us a call, 757-714-7861.
Woo, somebody getting their praise on out here, Mr. E. But anyway, look, it's been a wonderful day. You all make sure you be safe out there. We're going to talk about some safety tips and things like that. And we're just going to enjoy this wonderful Yuletide day. Look, Crystal Community is sponsoring movie night at Wicked, and would love for you all to join us if you like, our good friends. And we're going to have a good time. We're going to critique Wicked on Friday, and I want to critique Gladiator too, because I got a chance to see that as well. But anyway, look, y'all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you back here on Wednesday. Bye now.
That's right. Don't forget to join us. 2 up, 2 down. VA.